The N4 is a national highway which connects Pretoria in the west with Nelspruit and Komatipoort in the east. Soon after passing Machadodorp, the road splits into two and offers travellers a choice of routes, both of which are wonderfully scenic drives. The southern route, designated as the N4, bypasses Watervalboven, then plunges down the Elands Pass and on towards Ngodwana. The northern route, designated as the R36 and R539, traverses a series of four separate passes, which are in order from west to east: Crossroads, De Beers Neck, Patata Neck, and lastly Schoemanskloof. The roads, which are almost exactly of equal length of 62 kilometers and which are both in excellent condition, join up again near Elandshoek and Montrose, about 30 kilometers from Nelspruit. We filmed this pass from west to east in the descending mode. The start of the pass is marked by the Viva service station, which has become a landmark establishment in Schoemanskloof. This is a very convenient spot to stop off, take a break, use the facilities, fuel your vehicle, or get something to eat or drink. Besides the convenience store, the complex also includes a restaurant, bakery, and a farm stall. The pass starts off with a big S-bend, the road first turning to the left and then back to the right through two very long corners with an even radius. A 300-meter straight is followed by a right-hand curve leading into a short sharp descent as the road meets up with the Crocodile River, which the route will now follow for the remainder of the pass. Also in this area you can find the remains of a small bridge built in 1915 for a narrow gauge railway, which was used to transport timber from a sawmill in Schoemanskloof to the Elandshoek station. The line was 25 kilometers long and crossed the Crocodile River 5 times. By 1920, the indigenous trees, including many towering yellowwoods, had been worked out, and so the railway was put up for sale. The rails and rolling stock, but not the locomotives, were bought by Transvaal Citrus Farms, which started exporting citrus fruit in 1923. In 1925, the South African Railways took over and instituted a twice-weekly freight and passenger service with locomotives, but this wasn't particularly successful and the line was finally abandoned in 1930. If you're driving through Schoemanskloof during the summer months, you'll not be able to help but notice the large trees covered with beautiful pink flowers growing next to the roadside. These are known as kapok trees, so called because of the natural fibers bursting from their seed pods. This tropical tree, which is native to Mexico, the Caribbean and northern South America, can grow up to heights of 70 meters with a trunk diameter of 3 meters. Kapok fiber is light, buoyant and resistant to water, but it's very flammable. It's used as an alternative to down feathers for stuffing mattresses, pillows, upholstery, toys such as teddy bears, and was even used to make life jackets. Bats and bees are nurtured by the pollen and nectar of the flowers, and the seed oil is used in soap and fertilizer. The lightweight wood is used for carvings and dugout canoes, and a decoction of the bark is used for medicinal purposes. This, in all, is a truly remarkable tree. The history of Schoemanskloof dates right back to 1848, when Johann Schoeman was allocated the farm Watervalshoek, now known as Sondagskraal. Farms in the area have subsequently been divided and handed down from Schoeman to Schoeman for 6 generations. The first road through the valley was constructed in 1927 and was then later realigned in the 1940s. Until the Watervalboven tunnel was built in the 1970s, this was the only practical route from the Highveld through to Nelspruit. One of the most noteworthy points of interest along this road is a rock affectionately known as Old Joe. It was erected by the original road construction team and named after Joe Barbas, their stout Dutch foreman. The people of Schoemanskloof began painting the rock to mark various events and occasions, usually keeping to the form of a man with a big belly. The tradition continues to this day, even though the rock has been moved several times as the road has been widened and upgraded. Old Joe can currently be found on the Patata Neck Pass, and he's been looking quite professional since 2005, when a local artist named Ghost decided that he needed a makeover. Over the years, he's been repainted as a cyclist, a rugby player, the Virgin Mary, a cat, a roast chicken, and a weeping rhino in aid of conservation. There are a host of other attractions in the valley, including a number of hiking trails. There's also a golf course called Drakensberg, which offers keen golfers a challenging mountain links experience. It's set high up on the mountaintop, right on the edge of the Drakensberg escarpment, from where players can have uninterrupted views over the Schoemanskloof Valley with its spectacular sunrises and sunsets. A long straight of 900 meters is followed by a shallow right-hand bend before the road straightens up once more and heads towards the T-junction, which signals the end of the pass at the 18.9 kilometer point.